I'm trying to figure out why this girl got this crazy. Well, we already know why. The girl's trying to fucking destroy me. But to spread rumors saying that I was trying to take Sean's money when I was making 5 times more than Sean at the time. That's a fucking joke to me. That is hilarious as fuck. And these motherfuckers coming over here thumbing down my videos, they just as retarded as she is. Just because y'all disagree with what I'm saying, that don't mean that I'm lying about a fucking thing. Period. Go thumb down your mouth. She had you. Fuck you. Period. Because I know what I've been through, and I know that this fucking girl lying on me. Now, and I'm also trying to wonder why she's not telling folks about when Dwayne was asking her about money when she had her student loan money. Saying he was going to look for jobs with the car that she even said that Dwayne didn't even let me drive the car. Out of her mouth, her words. He was asking her for gas money. Why I gotta be responsible for paying that shit back? That was a deal between them two. Just like when she and him was in that fucking room. That was a deal between them two. Got me fucked up. It's just so much that went in. You talking about 38 years worth of information. You go from me having a white crib, her having a black crib, and we not even fucking speaking English yet, and being able to communicate with one another. Me being a little badass and crawling out my crib when I'm not supposed to. To this. When Foster Jonas said it used to be Al, but to me, I felt like a lot of little spiritual stuff used to happen to me. I would sit there and cross my legs, and it'd be this leg over that one, and over that one. And then I could cross them back. Maybe it was just my perception of things when I was a little kid. Everything is still spiritual when you're a little kid. That's why they say kids are innocent. Johnny said my foster dad Al used to pick me up in the air. I used to be talking to Candy and communicating with her. She would understand me, I would understand her. But to me, I still think that I used to fly in the air and talk to Candy, fly close to away from out my crib and over there to the door to talk to Candy. I felt like angels was picking me up to talk to Candy. Johnny was like, no, that was Al, the foster daddy. So, I mean, to this day, I'll never know. I used to talk to her. I used to real life be in the air, though. By the door, toward the door, communicating with her. Goo goo gaga, yep, 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 yep. And she, yep, 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 yep. And we understood each other. To this shit right here. This shit could be in a fucking movie. The Obsessed Twin be the name of the movie. I still remember that day when she went in the room. And like I said, I don't remember who went back there first between her or Dwayne. And then she came running out. Because they was back there for at least about 10 minutes. And then she came running back out saying, Brandy, Dwayne said let's hug and kiss and make Brandy mad. And even then, I was like, you are such a fucking liar. You always trying to start drama. You always been trying to break us up since the beginning. And he's like, she lied, but his ass be lying about shit too. But now, he ain't no gang stalker. He ain't the one that tried to get her out of her student loan money. None of that shit. And then when my brother Wyatt was here, said she went and got another damn student loan money. Student loan. This motherfucker taking trips to Costa Rica and shit. But said, I taught the family how to... Man, that's delusional as hell. I was getting into it with the family on my own. The brothers and sisters and shit on my own at that time. So I taught them how to fucking use her. I remember, I think... Was it New Year's? When she came, I was drunk as hell. I remember getting drunk for New Year's that one time. But I also remember sitting in that same chair that I got drunk for New Year's. And she came and dumped all them fucking international cigarettes in my lap. It was like, it's for you. I didn't ask for that. She knew I liked cigarettes, so she dumped a whole bunch of cigarettes in my lap. Candy will sit there and do something for you and then turn around and say, oh, you used her out of that. She'll put you in a fucked up predicament and then have people looking at you like you did something wrong. And like I said, how she can speak on what happened to me and my children, she wasn't even there. She even confirmed it out her own. Damn it, I drunk all that juice. And the last bottle of water in the refrigerator is frozen. Vaping makes you thirsty. Shit. And she was just freely giving Dwayne money to go look for a job. AKA go run around with women. I'm like, I could have told you he was going to run around with women. He wasn't going to look for no job. Even Mr. Terry was like, that boy ain't going to look for no damn job. So then he come home, I got to get up in his face. Where the fuck you been, nigga? Da 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 da. So he go taking the phones out the house, locking us in the house from the inside and all that crazy shit. Nah, I done took money from Sean. He had to help with the rent. We had to move into a bigger place to have room for Sean. Because everybody over there was mistreating Sean. I was trying to make sure Sean go to his groups. Sean would go to his doctor. Because Sean had to get a little injection for his medicine once a month, once a week or some shit. I ain't never heard of that, but shit. Dude, I have a child. And he's sitting there talking about some of the voices told him to kill rent. No, you got to go and get your therapy. I make sure you got your Coke and your honey buns. Main thing I used to fuss at him about, but I didn't really know no better. And it's like I did used to get on him about eating all the damn food, because it's like by that time Raven started eating food. He'd be like, I was hungry, but I didn't know until I started experiencing for myself that some of these medicines do make your ass hungry. They do. It increases your metabolism. I mean, it do not increase, decrease. Shit, I can't think straight right now. And this girl sitting there talking about she have a soul. Anybody that's living, walking, and breathing have a soul. But do you have a heart? The only reason why everybody think everything is believable with Candy is because she told everything first. Maybe that's what it is. Or like I said, motherfuckers biased because of my sexuality. She already told everybody. How you gonna believe somebody that's gay and not a Christian? You can't believe somebody that's gay and not a Christian. But I'm the one that's got a cult following. Bruh. Y'all believe a motherfucker that sit there and say noodles get moldy. Or that Rice Krispies pop up in her ass and make it vibrate in the middle of the night. Don't know which damn boyfriend she done had that done fucking raped her. And then she sit there talking about something, I'm discrediting her, discrediting her mental illness. But she discrediting serious situations of when I've been raped. And that's not even for her place to talk. And she don't even come at a place of compassion when she say it about me. But want to fight somebody else about Jaguar Wright situation. Somebody she'll never meet. And don't know how she'll treat her if she ever meets her. Damn, I was pregnant when it happened to me. And they did something to Raven. We just don't know what. But now those poor little kids that you don't even acknowledge and say my niece and nephews, or that you love them, their birthdays was rolling around and all you was worried about was chasing gang stalkers. But those poor little kids, or that it was a ritual day. Today must be a ritual day. Now, today's your nephew's birthday, but and you thumb down my video and you want to put on a facade, you want these people to think or believe that I did all these fucked up things. And you causing chaos amongst me. Because now I'm cussing out people that I don't even know. Because they agreeing with your stanky booty ass. And they don't even know. And you sitting there talking about they don't even know the situation. They don't. Because when you going to tell them that you don't even know the situation? I heard, and so said, because so said. The only difference is I'm speaking from experience. But you ain't get up on here and tell motherfuckers how Dwayne was asking your ass for gas money with that student loan money. That's why I said something not adding up. This girl ain't no fucking targeted individual. That girl sat there and said Toya smacked on her head while she was sleeping. And even some years later, I start to play the visual back in my head. Because at first I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Toya like, that girl lying. Some years later, I start thinking some fucked up shit Toya did to my kids. And I beat her ass for me and my kids sometime later. I won that last fight with Toya. I got tired of her beating on me. I won that last fight. It was an abusive relationship. Candy don't know that. Physically abusive. Bitch. Out there like Candy. Somebody said, I know how to make somebody psychosis, keep them awake and confused. I know how to make somebody have psychosis. I'm sitting there downstairs. Toya said she was going to get something to drink or some shit. I don't know what she was going upstairs for. She wasn't even supposed to be upstairs. It's a foster mom said she didn't want nobody that don't belong in the house, really. I was sneaking Toya over. We was just friends at the time. She went upstairs. Candy was asleep. And I seen Toya come running downstairs. Candy said the girl hit her. And for whatever dumb reason, I didn't think Toya was on no fuck shit like that. So I started thinking to myself, some years later, I said, man, I think that girl did probably hit Candy. I'm like, some shit don't add up. Toya used to play mind games with Candy as well as me. Told Candy she looked like a Leah. She pretty. That's probably why Toya not a gang stalker. Toya told Candy she looked like a Leah. Told her she looked like a Leah. Told her she looked light skinned. Told her, used to say all kind of throw it off shit. And I used to think that she used to say that stuff because she was thrown off. No, this girl was playing mind games. And them two used to always, they used to get, Candy in the beginning was trying to call herself, trying to compete with friendship. Like back then they had the house phone, and then as time progressed they got the cordless phones. And then the phone lines where you can get on the phone from another line, the same line in another room and intervene the conversation. So it almost be like a three-way effect. Candy would get on the phone. Oh, Brandy was talking about y'all like a dog. Brandy said, woo. I'm like, no wonder why this girl called herself trying to get revenge at me after so many years. And then to the point where by the time we turned 19, after I got out of the military, Toya was the first person that said, Candy jealous of you. I'm like, no, that girl not. I said, jealous of me for what? I ain't got nothing. She jealous of your style. She jealous of how you roll. She jealous of your... It wasn't a thing of swag back then, but your confidence. Because you more laid back. She want everything you have. I'm like, I don't believe that. I think she just mean. And she like, that girl jealous of you. I'm telling you. And even to the point where Candy like getting on the phone talking about, even with the girl's sister, Brady want to have sex with you. Brady trying to get with you. I'm like, girl, get the fuck off the phone. Like, just always trying to ruin and intervene with my friendships. And so I'm sitting here today like, something don't add up. Because Toya used to call herself picking with Candy. And them two used to get into it. And so one of them two never had a fist fight, bruh. And if they did, I don't even know who would win. Speaking of fist fights, I had a damn dream that Candy fucking attacked my ass. I just woke up not too long ago and that joint felt so real. I hate them type of dreams because throughout the years of being in my relationships with people, China, please come here and vouch for this for me. Because Dwayne, my ex-girlfriend Elsia, Toya even.
What happened?
I have PTSD, right?
Yes.
I have nightmares, right?
Yes.
But not as often as I used to. Probably because of my medications, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when I have have a dream about Candy?
You start fighting in your sleep.
To the point where the doctor did what? Start recommending that we sleep in separate beds.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It got real bad at one time.
Yeah, it did. It did.
A couple of girls was like, "You do that to me again, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." And it wasn't on purpose. It's just the dream be feeling so real. So I'm like, if I'm the one that did her so bad, then why I'm the one that's dealing with all this trauma up to this old?
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't the only reason why me and China sleeping in separate rooms, but it's a major part of it. But something don't add up. Why Dwayne not a gang stalker? Right. Dwayne used to fuck with Candy a lot.
Yeah.
She used to stay chasing him because Dwayne said that another woman was sexy or pretty or whatever. Just he'd be like, watch this. I mean, Dwayne used to fuck with everybody. Dwayne used to tease Ramona, her boyfriend. He used to, he used to tease my foster mama. He was the only one that could get away with teasing my foster mama. Because for some strange reason, she was the one that she let her guard down around him to start farting. I ain't never heard that woman fart in all 19 years of my life until I met him. Yeah. And I don't know what it was about this nigga. She just start letting all vulnerabilities down. He was the only one able to make fun of how she talked and all kind of stuff. I'm like, nah, I couldn't get away with none of this shit. Maybe it's a light skin thing. I don't know. Both of their breath stink, so maybe they got a connection going. I'm serious. Both of them got a bad breath operation type click going on. Something don't add up. Why Dwayne and Toya not gang stalkers? Why Mr. Terry not a gang stalker? Both me and Candy cried. Candy lied and said that man tried to rape Mr. Terry. She would always go and lie and say Mr. Terry did something to her. How I knew? Because I used to be sitting right there. And I don't, right at the moment, remember a lot between her and Mr. Terry. Me and Mr. Terry used to get into it too. But like I said, shit started to simmer down. And Mr. Terry used to try to get me and Candy to work out our differences. Then all of us, he was arch nemesis. Mr. Terry said, Granny, was it that he asked her? Like I said, I don't remember if he directly asked her or if he asked me to ask her what is there that I could do for me and her to ever get along. She looked and she said, nothing. He was like, there it is. He's like, this motherfucker. So when I try to, y'all sitting here thumbing my videos down like I'm lying about shit and call yourselves getting fucking mad with me. This ain't no, she talking about something I must have was in the gang stalking her and all this dumb shit since we were children. The little girl been a fucking narcissistic perp. She been a narcissistic perp since we were little. She been a fucking little narcissist since we were kids. And I didn't even know until I've been reading recently that kids can be narcissists. This is a whole personality disorder, really. But even narcissism runs in the family. She's just got it the worst. Or more open with it. Like My God is in Control said, she a wolf in sheep clothing. And I hate that, the friendship went down the way it did. But damn, even at my expense, that their friendship was based around dogging me out. Damn. You know?
She loves to cry wolf. What are you crying wolf for if there's no wolf?
She is the wolf.
You know what I'm saying?
This Candy right here. Except she's not this nice looking.
Oh yeah, no, she's the
Yeah, she is. This nice looking. But the character on the, you know how them wolves be pretty looking. Gorgeous. But then when they go to attack, bloodshed everywhere. And like I said, how the fuck she gonna sit there and say all this people, she a targeted individual, but her main people, that was her main nemesis. Why Mickey? Oh my God, that bitch Mickey. Shelly, why them motherfuckers not a gang stalker?
Come on now.
Well, oh my God, them motherfuckers.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
You want to talk about, ooh. I think I did hear mention that say Shelly was. Mickey is. The foster mom and sister. Oh my God, that bitch. And Dana. Rest in peace, Dana. But I'm talking about reality. Did you know? Dana, our foster mama said she was going to adopt us. Dana was the one told her, girl, don't be stupid. You adopt them girls, you won't be able to get that money when they turn 18. Why Dana not a gang stalker? Huh? Something don't add up, bruh. But y'all want to call yourselves getting mad with me. I'm speaking facts. Been speaking facts.
Okay.
But you can't fix stupid.
Nope, can't.
You're too retarded to understand. You're too retarded to understand. God help the slow.
God bless our heart.
No, I'm talking about them that want to sit there and call themselves mad with me.
Yeah.
You can't get mad with me. I suspected that I'm going to fucking defend myself or clear my name, especially if I know I didn't do it. And guess what? Each goddamn time I come on here and say it with my nuts.
Let's go. Let's go.
Because I'm confident with the fuck I say.
All right.
That don't make me a bad person.
No, it don't.
Y'all motherfuckers got just as much of a agenda as she do, bruh. Because y'all ain't having that conversation either. About what the daddy did. I would never hurt my children. And she like she more entitled to rights to my children than I am. She lost her fucking mind. And I, as their mother, have a right to say it. She lost her fucking mind. Talking about my twin sister act like I don't have a right to speak on her children. Even in that, she don't say my nieces and nephews. So why would I want you to speak on them? And even in that, you ain't doing nothing but speaking bad about me. You fucking ruined my first birth of giving birth to a child. My first time giving birth to a child. You ruined that for me.
And that's what she wanted. And she can't get her name, so she said, yeah, that's fucked up. That is messed up. That's supposed to be the happiest time.
And she sitting there stuck on talking about something. I'm stuck on somebody with light eyes. That nigga picked me. Yeah, ask him. What's the first thing he noticed about me when he saw me? He said he noticed I had a big booty. Like, damn, nigga, that's it? Ask me what the first thing I noticed about China. I tell you, her smile. All that nigga wanted to do was fuck. I wasn't even really interested in trying to be with someone that old, but he kept pushing the issue. You really want to know? I'll do a video of how me and Dwayne met. I told him he too old for me. He talking about some age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh, Lord.
I was 17. He was like 23 or 22. Whatever it was, I guessed it right on. I hit the nail on the head. I'm like, oh, no, you too old for me. And at the time, I was trying to get Tiffany back. He followed me. I told him, dude, don't follow me, bro. He kept being persistent. But I go for dudes with light eyes. But out of curiosity, shit didn't work out with me and Tiffany that day. Because she was another one playing mind games, and she fucked on me with a damn dude. Her ex. That's another story. I don't even know if I want to discuss that on here. But as a 17-year-old, that had me, that was like one of the worst heartbreaks ever. It was one of the worst heartbreaks ever. Out of curiosity, I called Dwayne. He told me he loved me the first fucking conversation. By that Tuesday, he was asking me to marry him. I'm like, whoa, dude, you moving a little too fast. Here go Candy. After I get out the military, Candy hooked up with this dude named Jerome. Same light eyes. Same skin complexion. He had hair about like mine. He was a big old tall linebacker dude. He had a gap. His name was Jerome. Candy said she only had one boyfriend though, didn't she? But I lie about everything. Okay. Don't listen to my videos. Just come over here and thumb them down. Fuck you. This bitch got me out here looking like a fucking basket case. Like, there's a whole fucking case out on me. And I'm just gonna go and just put my hands on my child and send the picture to her. Her out of all people. Of course I sent the picture to her. But that wasn't what happened or why I sent the picture to her. And if that was the case, it was an open case out on me. Why she ain't call nobody? all these instances where I was supposed to have called her. I called her and told her I lied about being raped just to get out the military because it was too hard. When I got accepted into the band of the Air Force. Something I told y'all I was fucking hyped to do. But see, I lie about everything. I had a fucking computer job. I worked in the headquarters, bitch. No. Why Brandy get to have a new car except for me? Why Brandy get to have a place to stay except for me? You wasn't complaining when you had an apartment. You wasn't complaining when you had a brand new car. I never had a brand new car. You had a brand new Honda Elantra that you paid with your student loan money. On top of going to Costa Rica twice. And now we find out a third time. Nope. I spent all your student loan money. You lying sack of shit. But then everybody's saying, oh, Brandy must be abusive. Look how she's talking to her sister. Oh, Brandy, look at Brandy thumb. She don't even thumb up my videos. Why the fuck would I? Brandy don't even donate to my GoFundMe. Y'all remember she said that in the past? I don't thumb up her. I don't donate to her. She said, why don't y'all tell my twin sister to donate to my GoFundMe? Girl, you got some nerve. You donate to your own GoFundMe and see how that works out. Yo, do y'all know she got it to where you can't even report her GoFundMe? But she's being gang stalked. It's based off a lie. Where the lie? And then she say she don't have mental illnesses. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She's selective. Because then other days she say she got OCD. Let me hip you to something. This motherfucker make more than China. Which means what? Her mental illness must be more critical. And even Wyatt does. So their mental illness must be more critical than China's, then ain't it? Oh, it go by what state you live in. Wyatt ass right here in Texas. Miss me with that. Plus, I saw Wyatt's meds. When I was throwing his stuff out. So one day she got OCD. The next day ain't nothing wrong with her. It's in her fucking GoFundMe. She got Tourette's and OCD. Now, I recently learned that Tourette's actually is just a neurological disorder and not a mental illness. In which Candy was carrying it on to everybody like it was a mental illness. When Candy was saying back then she got lupus. You don't hear her talking about that no more. You know what pisses me off? I have these long drawn out ass videos on some of the most important shit be at toward the end of the videos. She diagnosed herself when we were kids, like teenagers. She went and read up in the book. She used to go to the library. Y'all know the shit I was going to the library. That been since we were kids. She go to the library and do some reading. Oh, generalized anxiety disorder. Oh, I got generalized anxiety disorder. Dr. Chocolate Boy ain't never diagnosed her with no generalized anxiety disorder. When we were kids, she had I remember OCD and Tourette's. And then we got older. You can tell by her actions. And also, when she was in New York. I remember in 2006, when I was living in Virginia, because I was living off of the Midlothian Road. I forgot the name of that fucking street. It was a weird name. We was in a house. And, yeah, I had Ivan already. I don't think Makita was born yet. No, Makita was not born yet. I was pregnant with Makita. And she was calling me crying on the phone. Because that's when she was trying to get me to get on Facebook. And I was like, man, ain't nobody even on here. This thing is stupid. I don't want. And she's like, come on, Brandy, get on Facebook. Facebook is so fun. I'm like, I don't like this shit. This shit weird. I ain't get on Facebook really until 2008 when I moved to Atlanta. This is when I finally gave in. And I don't even remember what made me do that, though. I gave into the hype of Facebook. And she was trying to tell me about it way in 2006. And I was like, man, that shit's stupid. I don't want to do that shit. And she called me. She told me she was crying. She's like, Francis genetically fucked us over. I'm like, what do you mean? She got us all retarded. For all those drugs she did when she was pregnant with us. She was crying. I was trying to calm her down. She's having a little meltdown and shit. That was when she was in New York. And that could have been around the time, because that's when by the time I moved to the other place, Dwayne had left. And yeah, I was in that other place in Virginia still. Richmond, Virginia. And then she said that they falsely diagnosed her with schizophrenia. And she said they gave her a false diagnosis. She said they falsely diagnosed me with schizophrenia. I don't accept that. She said I'm fucking leaving this stupid state of New York. Because that was when she went to some homeless shelter out there and got into it with some chick, and she said chased after her with a knife or something, some type of weapon. Yet she tried to gaslight her followers, try to gaslight me like the whole past never really happened, and she's rewriting the whole story. Life don't work like that, bruh. I'm sorry, it don't. What happened, and it can't be changed. Just because you get on the internet and tell something different to fucking a save face, bro, that does not change facts. It does not change events. You cannot rewrite what happened. You can rewrite your future, but you can't rewrite the past like that. Because even when you told me at the time and you felt like the doctor was falsely diagnosing you with schizophrenia, I didn't sit there and be like, oh, if the doctor says you're schizophrenic, bitch, you're schizophrenic. Type dumb shit. I was just like, oh, damn. Oh, okay. Well, maybe if you feel like you want to get a second opinion, maybe you want to get a second, I guess. I don't know. Because I was going through my own shit. So, I mean, I really didn't really have any advice to tell you at the time. I was just like trying to fucking be compassionate with you. Because all I knew at the time was that you had, I, I knew you didn't, I knew they were saying you didn't have schizophrenia at the time. But there's people on here that say you said yourself before I did my screen recorded video of you saying out your mouth that Social Security said that you have schizophrenia. That that's your diagnosis. You have to go to a doctor. They give you the diagnosis and then they give feedback to Social Security. And whatever your diagnosis is, that's what you get paid on. So stop lying to these people, bruh. That's why your ass get paid more than China. That's why Wyatt get paid more than China. So you want to run that again? You said how much you get paid on this bitch. You tried it. And you still not happy with that. You sitting here mad with Samantha because guess what? Same with me. She know your inside secrets. She know the underground dirty shit you did. The underground dirty shit you told her. Same thing with you Nicholas May Warren. They know the shit you confided in them and told them behind closed doors is different than the shit you saying online. That's why you call yourself trying to do them in before they do you in. I know this shit almost 50 minutes, but this shit need to be said. I was sitting there counting somebody's pockets. Girl, if somebody's counting your pockets like that, you'll be nervous. Y'all was sitting there telling somebody to mind their own business. But you on here telling everybody business and telling it in a fucked up manner. Telling it all twisted. But you claim you claim that you plead upon the blood of Jesus. That's blasphemy. Somebody's like, well, I know I'm going to hell. And you ain't trying to do right to redeem. You ain't even trying to redeem yourself. I hate this fucking Sabaria. You ain't even trying to redeem yourself. You sit there and you give your followers hints. And they still can't read between the lines. But then they call themselves mad with me. You be giving them hints all day long. What you know you going to hell for? What you did to Raven in that room? Because like somebody said, you could have been just simply trying to breastfeed her. I just know what Sean and Dwayne said you did. But they not gang stalkers though. That's why I said this shit don't add up. Sean not a gang stalker, but Sean was the one that said you was humping Raven. But you get on here and telling folks that I said you was humping Raven. Stop lying on me, bitch. You say you want to be treated normal? I handle you like you're normal. You're treating me like you're a normal demon. Not like somebody with a disability. Otherwise, I can come at you more gentler. But how I'm going to come at you and be, all these people, they sick in the head too. To sit there and think I'm going to be nice about this shit. I'm just going to be oh, come on, y'all. I'm sorry. She's going through a lot. She's been through a lot. After you putting me through a lot, fuck what you've been through. You're putting me through a lot. And I've been through more than you. You know I have. But you sitting here like to these folks like I've been fucking driving a fucking pink flamingo fucking convertible, watching the fucking sunset in the fucking Malibu Gardens or some shit. I mean, fuck, I've been to Busch Gardens. Bitch, you have too. Your ass out there by the beach and complaining about life. You ain't gonna never be happy, bruh. You gotta tear everybody down with you. That's in here. That's internal. And that's why I said I'll never let my kids around you. But you telling everybody I don't love my kids. I'll never let you do this to my children. Fuck out of here. And anybody got a problem with that can get spit on. I don't give a fuck. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. I'm well conscious of what I'm doing when I say I don't want her around my children. That's me protecting my children. But no, I'm the one that fucking did all this fuck shit to my children. Nobody not mad with her, oppressed about her trying to hurt Raven when she was a kid, first born. Nobody ain't mad about it. Ain't no conversation about that. Ain't no conversation about this good Christian Candy then fucking slept with my husband. And the more and more she keep talking, the more and more she tell on herself. I done tried to push her up on him. Where they do that at? And she taking and twisting from that shit from when I said when it happened, but Wyatt tried to do that with Toya behind my money, trying to have me killed. But the joke was on them because if I die today or tomorrow, that money goes to Dwayne. That's probably why Dwayne trying to get in touch with me now because he's hurting for money. And this girl sitting there like, I don't understand why this girl, because she made more money than me, she gets to be more well respected. Well, the thumbs down and up in the ratios and shit tell otherwise. All the love and support, your GoFundMe says otherwise. Always trying to cash in. Always trying to cash in on a buck. Trying to get hit by cars and shit. Y'all can't see through that. I'm falling and I can't get up. I remember when I first seen she tried to run up on somebody in a fucking McDonald's parking lot in the fucking drive-thru and said they tried to hit her. Trying to cash in that money. At this point, you're worse than Ramona. You're worse than our biological mama. And you the spokesperson for the game, for the targeted individual community. You just so happen to just rise up quickly to be the spokesperson for the targeted individual community. You the cult leader. It's a fucking shame how you done manipulate all these people's mind. But I'm the narcissistic abuser. But you've been the one hurting me. And you expose yourself too. So you don't watch my videos. But you sat there and had all them screenshots about what I said. And all what people said on my shit. You thumbing down shit where people were speaking facts about what you need to do to better yourself. You a fucking dodo bird.